Hi YouTube, it's Pineapple again. I just wanted to go over Vorax crafting today. Um, there's a method called setting up a 111, which refers to setting up an item to have one legendary mod, one ultimate mod, and one advanced affix on each side of the item, allowing you to infinitely re-roll the items. So here, let me show you what I'm talking about. So on this item right here, right, we have Cicada Shell, an ultimate mod, advanced mod. Cicada Shell, ultimate mod, advanced mod. So I was able to re-roll this item infinitely. Once I hit this combination, I was able to add or remove ultimate suffixes until we hit tier 1 of the additional max energy shield. Add or remove suffixes until I hit T0 aura effect, which I hit on the first try, luckily on this pair. And then roll the advanced mods until I hit the T0s of what I was looking for. Now, this isn't always the easiest thing to do. Sometimes it can take several attempts of mats to set this up. But, and this is another example. So on this one, I hit Lone Walker, Advanced Ult, Advanced Ult. So same thing here, I was able to re-roll all of these mods until I hit what I was looking for. I didn't go for T0s on these because cruelty isn't what I need for my build. I'm using double aura effect, and this is another example. I can't show it to you in crafting, unfortunately, because it's bound. But this is another example of the 111. Dexterity is an advanced. Crit damage is an advanced. These two are ultimate mods, and then the Lone Walker mods. So, how do you set this up? You're going to go to your basic Vorax crafting site. This is level 89. That's important. This one is main skill supported by level 1 quick decision. Now, some people would tell you that you should just craft on cheap pairs of gloves and an imprint, but currently imprint prices are at where are they? Vorax gear, imprinting irons. What are imprinting irons at? Yep. These cost the same, if not a little bit more, than the glove base that I'm using. So I don't find it economical to imprint over instead of just buying a good base and crafting on that. So we're going to go to our prefixes. We're going to add one basic mod and one advanced mod. And we're going to go to our suffixes. We're going to add one basic mod and one advanced mod. Those are actually really good, but we'll set it up anyway. So we want one ultimate mod on the suffixes, which in this case, blur effect is the cheapest that you can buy for gloves. And then for prefixes, this is another one of the cheapest ones that you can buy. I'm not sure if it's still the cheapest one, but it is very affordable. Alright, so now that we have one basic mod on each side, one advanced mod on each side, and one ultimate mod on each side, we can choose to add our core organs. Now, there's some mechanics here that you need to know about. An item can have any number of basic mods, however, it can only have 2 advanced mods and 2 ultimate mods. So if we can overwrite just the basic mods with our Cicada Shell here, then we can infinitely reroll the other affixes safely in order to try to get our T1s and T0s. So this is the RNG step of the process, and I'm going to go through it. I don't have a ton of FE right now, to force it, but we'll just see if we can get lucky. Okay. We didn't get the best roll that we were looking for here. We're looking for this %ES roll and the flat damage per ES is the big hit. But this is one of the two mods we were looking for, so we'll select it. And it overwrote an advanced mod. We're going to come back to this. We can still add an advanced mod to try to cover up this basic. Actually, no, let's go ahead and do that right now. Suffix, advanced mod. And we're going to hope that this overwrites the basic mod, giving us ultimate, advanced, and legendary. And we lost the cicada shell. Unfortunate. But we're back to our starting point, so we're going to go back over to core organs. And we're going to do it again. And we got our flat damage this time. And we overwrote an ultimate mod. Unfortunate. Well, let's see if I can afford, yeah, looks like I can afford a couple more of these, so we'll give it another little go here. Already been bought, wonderful. By you, and by you. We're gonna go back to our glove here. So we've got, let me see, basic, advanced, special organ. Do I have? Yep. Well, actually, in this case, because we have the most important cicada shell roll, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to re-roll this advanced mod just a little bit. Yeah, that'll do for now. Just in case we cover up this basic mod, which will unfortunately mean that we can't roll this ultimate mod for forever if we get stuck with just cicada shell down here on the bottom. But with cicada shell being on the bottom, if it does hit double bottom mods, then we can actually roll basic mods up here for gear energy shield, which is also a good outfit, good outcome for this particular craft. So we're gonna go back over here. We're gonna go to our cicada shell. We're gonna hit this, and we hit the mod we're wanting for. So we're hoping that it overwrites either this basic mod up here or this basic mod down here. Great, so we overrode our basic mod in the prefixes. So now we need to come down and try to get an ultimate mod on our suffix, which unfortunately might overwrite our elemental damage here. So again, we're going to use the cheap organ. So this is blur effect. And we're going to graft. All right, and that's the setup. So we now have cicada shell, 2 ultimate affixes, and 2 advanced affixes. So now we can come over here and select our aura effect. And we got tier 2. And we're going to go back to our blur effect. Again, we're going to use a cheap organ to overwrite. And we're going to try for the aura effect again. Okay, so we got tier 2. I don't have the money to keep going on this right now, but as you can see, this allows me to re-roll that ultimate affix risk-free as long as I want to hit either a T1 or a T0 mod. We can do the same thing with our advanced affixes. I'm actually okay with the crit strike damage down here, but we're going to go to our prefixes, advanced affixes. Physical damage is fire, does nothing for this build, so we're going to re-roll. Erosion does nothing for this build. Erosion does nothing for this build. Fire's erosion doesn't do anything. So we actually don't have a ton of good mods here to hit. Unfortunately, these are all like added damages, erosion, and things. You can click this little button right here to see what the options are. Ideally, we would want either lightning damage to attacks, cold damage to attacks, or maybe fire damage to attacks, because this is a flat elemental build. Good enough for now. And then we want to add gear energy shield instead of this mod right here. And okay, again, we don't hit, so I'm going to give it one more go since I do have another organ. The cheapest mod for this one is additional minion damage when you have 1 to 8 minions, or one of these stacking blessing mods. So you look good. Actually, no, we're gonna check it this one. Back to our crafting screen and select, and we're going to go to our ultimate affixes again. So again, because we have 2 on each side, we can infinitely re-roll this. We go here, and we go here. All right, so unfortunately we didn't hit T1s on our ultimate affixes, but again, I can re-roll this as I've shown to keep going until I hit what I'm looking for. So that's basically the concept. You just want to hit this setup, 2 ultimate mods, 2 advanced, and your legendary affixes. And that's how you create ideal Vorax items. I hope that this has been informative, and I'm going to go ahead and get out of your hair. Have a great day. Bye.